program. Robert Patterson, a third-year IU medical student, will introduce this evening's speaker. We are particularly grateful for the role Robert Patterson played in securing Dr. Carson as our speaker.
Good evening. Chancellor Bantz, Dr. Rawls, Escalapian Society members, and other distinguished physicians, guests, and friends. It is an honor to introduce you to tonight's distinguished speaker. This year's 34th annual MLK dinner celebration is a very special one because it marks the first of what I hope will be many diversity collaborations between IUPUI and the School of Medicine. With the help of the Escalapian Society, the Society of Minority Physicians here in Indianapolis, and the SNMA membership, we have managed to work together to make the MLK Dinner Celebration the culmination of our second annual Diversity Week celebration at the School of Medicine. The theme, the elimination of healthcare disparities, one student, physician, and patient at a time, is a culmination. It's a continuation of Dr. King's dream. And we hope that the many accomplished physicians and community leaders and medical students within this audience will be instrumental in one day making that a reality. Tonight is also special because we are living up to the true purpose of the Dr. King holiday. Mrs. King often eloquently speaks of this day being the first of many days, which are kind of a jump-off point in terms of years of service to our community. We are beginning that process tonight because Diversity Week at the School of Medicine focuses on an issue which has remained essentially unchanged since the last years of Dr. King's life. I spoke earlier today of a book that Dr. King wrote in 1967 where he talked about the fact that the infant mortality rate of African Americans, then called Negroes, was twice that of whites in the country. Here we are 36 years later, and that statistic is exactly the same. Matter of fact, in Indiana, it's 2.5 times that rate. Again, it's up to some of the people in this room to make sure that that changes. There's no need in a country with our intellectual and financial resources, as well as a state with those resources, that many African American children should die. It's a shame. Tonight is also special because we are celebrating the best of us in this room. Not the acclaimed physicians and leaders gathered here, but the IPS students who are sitting at tables 26 and 27. Will you stand up for me, please? These students were selected by their principals and guidance counselors as the best and brightest of their class, and they are all interested in becoming physicians. The SNMA invited them here as part of our diversity, as part of our Doctor Back to School program. Eli Lilly and Company generously sponsored their seats at this dinner, and the Carson Scholarship Fund donated autographed copies of Dr. Carson's book, and we're grateful for all those contributions. Among these students are perhaps the future stars of medicine, and they need our encouragement to stay on the correct path and utilize their talents to serve our community in the future. We're honored to actually have you here. And that's the reason why we're blessed to have today's speaker with us. He is a graduate of Yale University with a BA in psychology, and he earned his MD from the University of Michigan School of Medicine in 1977. He completed his neurological surgery residency at Johns Hopkins School of Medicine in 1982, and in 1984, at the age of 33, became the Director of Pediatric Neurosurgery at Johns Hopkins, the youngest in the institution's illustrious history. He continues in that position today, where he also serves as Professor of Pediatrics, Neurosurgery, Plastic Surgery, and Oncology. In 1987, he attracted international attention and acclaim as the lead surgeon in the successful separation of the Binder Siamese twins. He is the author of 3 best-selling books, his autobiography, Gifted Hands, among them, which has inspired many students, and me included, to pursue careers as physicians. He is the recipient of numerous honors and awards, including being chosen by CNN and Time magazine as one of America's top 20 physicians and scientists, and being named by the Library of Congress as one of the 89 living legends in the world. He is universally recognized as the most acclaimed neurosurgeon in the U.S., if not the world. Our speaker tonight is important because despite the heights to which he has risen, he still remembers his humble upbringings in Detroit, Michigan. Besides giving of the wonderful benefit of his gifted hands and intellect in surgery to save countless numbers of lives, he also gives of his time and energy traveling the country, as he's done today, to inspire young and old with his inspirational story. And if that wasn't giving you a workout today, Dr. Carson, could you join us again on the stage? On behalf of Indiana University School of Medicine, its Diversity Council, the SNMA, and what's the last one? The Asclepian Society, we would like to award you with this humanitarian award. And thank you very much for coming here and sharing your story with us at our second annual Diversity Week celebration. Thank you very much.